And hello, my sweet Netherlings. How goes it, everyone? How goes it? I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you again. I'm back again. Hi there. Hope you're doing good. Hi. It's been a little bit. It's been a while. I hope you're doing good. And of course, thank you all for tuning in. It is me, your host, Zander Netherbrand. How goes it? How are you doing, darling? And of course, I hope you're ready for a sleepy little Sunday with me. How are you guys? I spent the night like troubleshooting my other setup to see what the problem was. And I was like there and oh my days. I think I got it. I think I figured it. It was the most stupid thing that had happened. Oh my days. I managed to fix it, right? And I know what happened. I know what happened. Hi, wife, I missed you. I missed you too. I know what happened, okay? So it turns out that the new Windows update that I downloaded on there reset all of the priorities I set on like different programs. Because you know how you can set like program priorities. So you can say that, you know, this is a high priority program, this is a low priority program, this is a mid priority program. I had OBS set as like high, but by default when it got reset, it got set to a low priority program. So anytime there was a background process or something like that, like, oh, we're just going to check the temperature, oh, we're just going to do the thing, it was like, oh, we'll just pull that processing power from OBS. And I was like, you son of a bitch. So I actually want to take a little moment at the start of this stream as well to apologize again, especially to anyone who supported really early on in the stream. I know that I already see a couple of you in chat, but I wanted to take this chance to apologize again for to the people who sent supers or like gifted members or anything like that at the start of the ASMR stream, because it only ended up being 15 minutes long before I had to like push it back to fix things. So I just wanted to take that extra opportunity to thank you all once again and apologize and say that there will be another ASMR stream next week. And of course, thank you also so very, very much. I do really appreciate it. And heck, don't worry. I've hopefully fixed it so that never happens again. So yeah, heck, we'll make it work. Damn, you're good. I know, but I still felt really guilty afterwards. I was like, they supported and I gave them nothing. I'm a terrible streamer. I might as well do a crypto rug pull. That was... Oh god. I might as well do a crypto rug pull. Oh fuck. Literally, Zaddy, you give us a lot. Well, no, okay, yeah, but I need to feed you more. But from the pre-chat, Azulala, thank you for the 5 gifted members. Thank you very much, darling. Cheers to you. Thank you, Azulala. And Sarakula as well. Thank you for the super. Morning, Zander. How are you? Have a great day. Well, thank you. I'm ready to have a sleepy little like time. We're gonna do some eepy little tiny glade, which is going to be really nice. And hopefully we're just going to have a chill little time. The stream will be a few hours long. We're just going to be chatting, you know, building a tiny town, dropping some sheep around, and kind of just relaxing, honestly. I've been just kind of planning to do that. I got a little bit of work I need to do today. And I got some other things and some other stuff, and I actually today is I didn't want to squeeze in like another thing today just because of like timings, but also because of the fact that I got some other auditions that I want to go to. So I got those also in hand as well. So I'm gonna go be like running off and doing that. Teehee. So Yeah, no. I've kind of made the decision that I want to start working on like some extra like auditions and projects and stuff like that in my spare time, just to kind of like, you know, expand where things are going right now. Because heck, I figured why not, you know? Heck, I got a nice voice, might as well use it. And we'll see where things go, you know? I realized that like, you know, doing a lot of stuff with like FSP and stuff has taken up a lot of time until now. And now that like I've started to get into a nice rhythm with things, I've got a little bit of breathing room, I'm like, hey, I can go back and focus on this other thing that was like a very large part of my life until I joined. And, you know, don't worry though, Netherlings. it's never going to take me away from you. It's never. Don't worry. Don't worry. Nothing's ever going to take me away from you, though. Okay? Nothing. Nothing. Anything that tries to take me away from you, I'll kill. Okay? If anything ever tries, I'll kill it. And Layla Crescent, thank you for the nades. We'll whistle right back at you. Okay? Whistle. And Sprite VA as well. Thank you, Sprite VA, for the sofa. We love you no matter what, dear father. Morning. Mwah, by the way. At least you got rest. I did. I got a pretty decent sleep. I had to listen to some stuff as well. Which is wonderful, and I got to like just relax, unwind, focus on like, you know, just getting some decent sleep, which was pretty nice, you know. That's a props. Exactly. Zander energy is you know, hey, I want Netherlings, I want you to know I'd kill for you. Hey, let me kill for you. Who do I need to kill? Hey, Netherland, I'd kill for you. You know that, right? Just point. Who do I need to kill for you? Come on. Who? Just point. Let me know. Oh wait, we're on YouTube. I'd unalive. I'd unalive a Rizzler for you. My days. Right. Says, get him. Netherlings being like, Zander, no. And Diana, thank you for the 1 year. What's up, Diana? How goes? 1 whole hecking year. Let's go. Hi, wife. Buenos dias. Buenos dias, mi amor. Been here a whole year, but finally 1 year Netherbranded as proof. I'm loving my red wall. Tee hee. Perfect. Welcome on in, darling. And of course, thank you for the 1 year. Let's go. And JC Hong, you must unalive God. Oh, that's easy. I'm like a level 20 JRPG protagonist. I can do that. Like, if a bunch of high school kids can do it, then a fully grown Incubus surely can. You know? I could do that. If a series of high school kids armed with like airsoft guns and a baseball bat can do it, so could I. And of course, nah, thank you for the silver. What would you do if someone was bullying us? Nah, I'm spiriting you away. I'm stealing you away. That's not happening. We're never. Nah. Spiriting you away. You are not being. You are getting spirited away from me. Or them. Look, spirit you away. Nade. Wushu. Hot drink. Something nice to eat. Blanket. Keep you there. Don't ask what I do later. And Lucets. Okay, Prompto. Prompto versus Bahamut. Good luck, bestie. Okay, but Prompto's so cute, Bahamut wouldn't hurt him because Prompto's so cute. He. And Lemon Mama. Hey, Lemon Mama. What's up? Dear Zander Netherbrand. Hello, 'tis I. Lemonade. Lemon Mama. Zanny, I think of your song Cold Wrists every time I see your clothes, but I don't think it's a coincidence. Hey. Lemon Mama. Aw, Lemon Mama. Thank you, Lemon Mama. Honestly, like, I love the... Wait, Lemon Mama, what is this? Wait, what is this? What is this? Lemon Mama. You must have looked back and been worried a lot because of your small mistake. Wait, Lemon, wait, Lemon Mama, wait, Lemon Mama, wait, thank you, Lemon Mama. But we know that you are always doing your best and always giving us love. Thank you, Lemon Mama. The Netherlings are just watching with their hands together going, look at them. Look, I see you, devils. I see you there with your little nubs together, rubbing them together, you sadists. Even if you are worried that everything will collapse, we will be by your side and hold your hand. So as much as you sent us a warm and sweet message, we will send you more love and support than that. Oh no. Oh, thank you, Lemon Mama. Thank you. Thank you very, very much, Lemon Mama. Thank you. Lemon Mama, thank you for the 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻. Okay, you are inseparable from us and a proud Incubus, Zander Netherbrand. Lemon Mama, mwah. Okay, thank you, Lemon Mama, and thank you so very much. No, thank you so much, Lemon Mama. Thank you, and you're right. I felt kind of guilty yesterday about that, and it's a ridiculous thing to feel guilty about, because I did like a 6 and a bit hour Cyberpunk stream, and then I felt bad that like my ASMR stream crashed, and it was only going to be a 1 hour stream, and like I was like, oh no, I did bad, but like thank you very, very much. And yeah, no, I figured it out. It was such a silly problem. It was such a silly problem. I should have checked the streamer. You know that thing where like you're having the hindsight and you're like, I should have done this. You know, I was like, I should have done an extra check after a Windows update. I should have done this thing. I should have checked with this. I should have hardlined the Wi-Fi. I should have run a check. I should have done a program check. I should have checked my task manager. You know, like that kind of stuff. And but also I know that like. But then I'm also now like, you streamed for like 6 hours and it's Cyberpunk, and you streamed like 9 times this week. One of them's allowed to go wrong. It's right, VA. Too bad. We love you too much to ever leave you. Like, thank you, darling. And of course, thank you all so very much. You know? Thank you all. Yeah. Hey, at least true. We figured it out. And let's be real, you guys aren't starving. And Philly, Zanny, it's fine. With IT stuff, that always happens. I know. Yeah, I know. Demons are allowed to not be perfect. Fine. Yeah, true. True. And Marmot on Toast, thank you for the super, darling. Cheers. Hey, being frustrated by disruptive tech issues caused by something obvious in hindsight, and that is perfectly understandable. I would have been frustrated too. Right? It's a Windows update. Those are known to fuck things over. They're like, for real. They're a Windows update. Like, yeah, no. Like, thank you, Marmot. A big mwah to you. And nah, you're oddly human, so don't be hard on yourself. I know. It's because I've been hanging around humans too much. It's terrible, you know? It's... What can I say? I've been spending a little bit of too much time around humans. Well, Netherlings. So I might have gained a little tiny bit of something to me, you know? Ooh. Oh, I think they added something to 𝓂𝓼𝓾𝓻. Oh, they added cobblestone stairs to 𝓂𝓼𝓾𝓻. Ooh. Wait a minute. Sorry, I opened the thing. Sorry, don't mind me. Don't mind me. Wait. There we go. Updates always fucks up, right? So anyway, I got my coffee. I got my Netherlings. I got my Netherlings on my shoulder. I've got my glasses because they look damn good. I've got my what else have I got? What else do I need? I think that's everything. That's everything, right? I think that's everything. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Who wants to do some 𝓂𝓼𝓾𝓻? Who wants to go where the glade is tiny? Let's go. I'm like, here we go. Yeah. And Diana, thank you for the gifted members. Thank you, Diana. Thank you for the gifted membership. Mwah. There you go. Thank you for Diana. Blah, 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 blah. Let me do that again, because I literally, like, slurred my words like I was, like, 4 beers deep. Diana, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you, darling. Let's go. Thank you for the gifted member. Mwah. There you go. I was like, noises. Oh, oh. All right, get over here. Get over here. More sheepy. More sheepy. More of my little sleepy sheepies. More of my little sleepy sheepies. Look at them. You're my little sleepy sheepies, but you're absolute terrors. I want you to know that. Flustered incubus noises, always. All right. We have... Okay, so I'm thinking autumn might be a good way to go, because summer's starting to come to an end. I think we should start piling into autumn, because I'm really liking these colors. And we've barely done a single... I don't think we've actually done autumn yet. I think we've done summer, olden, flowery, and winter. But I don't think we've actually touched autumn more than, like, once. And is that Crimson Ruse of Hollow Stars? Ian. Hey, what's up, Ruse? Hey, good game. It's cozy out. Fuck yeah, I've been playing this game non-stop. Literally, I've been aggressively playing this game for weeks now. It's become like my regular. It's become a regular on my schedule. What's up, Rubes? And Inghai, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Cheers, Inghai. Mwah! Cheers to you, buddy. Thank you. How goes it, Rubes? It feels like it's been forever since I ran into you, honestly. Or like we've been in the same place doing a thing. What's up, Rubes? This is good to see you. I hope you're doing all right, man. There we go. Hey. Look at this guy. Look at. See, you know, Chad, I rather like Ruse. I think Ruse is a rather adorable, big, angry guy. He's great. Oh, hi, Ruse, the Ruse haters. Hey. All right. Let's go. I'm thinking we go with, like... I love the autumn aesthetic, but I'm thinking... I'm actually not vibing with, like, this little palace keep here to start off with, you know? It's Gucci, Moshi work, a little bit of a mecha break and Dune Awakening, but I got to get back into Cozy Grove. How is it? How's it been for you, gamer? It's been good. Busy as heck. You know how it is. It's that time of the year where, like, we're leading up to summer. So, like, I think you know firsthand, like, how busy, like, the lead up to summer tends to get. So that's been, like, a whole thing. At the same time, though, you know, good stuff's been happening. I've been setting up for, like, my meet and greet at, like, at Anime Impulse. I've been enjoying doing, I guess, like, VTubery stuff. And it's been pretty good, all things considered, you know? Like, I don't know. I'm not used to, but like I finally got like a little break in my schedule. It's like a tiny break in my schedule, but I got a little one going on. I'm gonna be hanging out with some buddies later, and I think I should be doing some like other recording stuff as well. So like I'm keeping myself busy, you know. Good type busy. Nice, exactly. Good type busy. Exactly. It's that kind of thing. It's the kind of busy where like you're not going insane just yet. You know, you still got like a little bit of time before you go insane. Don't get me wrong, we're well on our way, but we got a little bit of time on our hands. Just a little bit of time on our hands before it all goes to hell. And Antoinette, the Super Hell resident, thank you very much for the gifted membership. Thank you very much, Antoinette. And of course, Mimi, thank you for the thumbs up. Cheers, Mimi. Hey, let's go. Thumbs up. Don't forget to rest, Dan. Oh, don't worry. I think I mentioned I am taking like a little bit of time off at the end of the month as well. Just a tiny bit of time off. Not like a huge amount, but just like a little bit. Just kind of go relax, get some health stuff in order. You know, do that kind of thing. Teehee. Hey, for super. Hey, congrats on the first ever super, Mimi. Cheers. Okay, not gonna lie. I really like the little like these as an aesthetic design choice. Okay, I mean, finally, have fun with your break. Don't get too excited, bitch. It's all of 2 days. I'm streaming twice in 4 days instead of every day. Don't you go getting excited. I'm lowering my schedule for 4 days where I'm going to be streaming twice in 4 days. That's called a break for me. Damn it. Sadness is realizing that you've been wanting the Incubus to take a break for like 1.5 years now. And he's still not budged. We almost had it, gamers. Is it your shopping break with Motherbrand? No, that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. So we're going shopping tomorrow to see if I can find any furniture. And then once I've done that one... Oh, that's nice. I like that. We're doing a little shopping break to see if I can find some furniture. And then at the very, very end of the month. So end of the month, then start of the next month. I'm going to be taking a few days where I'll be streaming a bit less. Just to, like, one, sort of, like, go visit some friends, go travel a little bit. And also, it's kind of just a thing where, like, it's getting a little bit, like, health stuff in order as well. Because, like, it's approaching that time where, like, I need to do something about my heart again and get it, like, just checked up on and all that. So, you know, it's that sort of time. And, hey, Nurgle, thank you for the super. Cheers, Nurgle. Look at this creature. What's up, Nurgle? Can you wish 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻 a happy birthday? We have so many July Netherlings. Of course. Hey, let's go. Happy birthday, 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻. Cheers. Let's go. Also, there are so many July birthdays within the Netherlings. What is this? Why so many? Why so many? Why why so many? Let's go. Zanny is obsessed with doting on us Netherlings. Yeah, and you know what? I actually think that attaching this to here, putting that there, we're going to turn this into a balcony. Here we go. There we go. See, I don't want to have those little legs on it. I'd rather just keep it. Do you see what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I want to have, like, tall tower, little balcony. Yeah, I like that. That's kind of cute, right? And Dominant Historia. What's up? What's up? I love you, Pookie. Blows, kiss. I love you too, Pookie. Thank you, Pookie. Pookie. July babies are usually introverted, and Zanny is introverted. Therefore, this is evidence that introverts are attracted to other introverts. Am I introverted, or am I, like, extrovert? I don't know. I feel like I'm a weird mixture of, like, both. Because, like, you know, it's weird. Because before all this, like, you know, like, I did a lot of acting, and I did a lot of things, and I'm in a lot of stuff, and I did a lot of that. And then, you know, I did that for a while. And Mimi, thank you for joining the Netherbrand. But then I, like, kind of get... I think it's just a thing where I'm like, I'm down for doing stuff sometimes, but also sometimes I'm like, okay, leave me the fuck alone now. But I think that might be, like, a tolerance thing? You know? I think it's a tolerance thing. And, sir, you spend 50% of your day just streaming to hundreds of people, and then, yeah, restless when you stop. I don't know, I'm just saying words. No, but you've raised a good point. Now it's got me to think. So, like, don't feel like, oh, I'm just saying words. The thing is, even when you're just saying words, it can jog a thought process, which can cause interesting results, okay? So don't ever be like, oh, I'm just saying words and being silly, because often when you're just saying words and being silly, it works as a wider sounding board to allow sort of like other ideas to present themselves. So, you know, don't ever worry about being a silly bean. You know, heck, if I wasn't a silly bean, I wouldn't get half the stuff done that I did, you know? sometimes it's just good. Ambivert, or do you just have a low social battery? I think I've got... I think I know how to, like... Okay. 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 So I think I'm going to describe it like this. It's not that I have a low social battery. I think that I have a really low tolerance for, like, bullshit. I think that's going to be it. I have a really low tolerance for bullshit. I have a really low bullshit tolerance. But the problem is that, like, a lot of social functions rely on, like, a certain level of bullshit to function. Because, like, you know, if you can't be the incubus that goes, okay, it's obvious we're all sick of each other. Can we leave now? Like, you know? Like, it ends up being that thing, right? So, I don't really have much of a tolerance for that. So, you're a VTuber. BS is somewhat mandatory. Exactly. That's why I segregate myself. Exactly. And suddenly it all makes sense. Suddenly it all makes sense. Oh, fuck. You know? I get you. Right. Right, that's it. It makes so much sense. I'm thinking we, like, have, like, a little path off to the side. It all makes sense. It does. And JC Hong, thank you for the super. Cheers to you. Good night, Zanny. Got another night shift tonight, but rest assured, I'll keep the stream on while I sleep. Makes for a wonderful, soothing ASMR. Hey, farewell. Hey, farewell, JC Hong. And of course, rest well, dear. Good luck on the night shift. And once again, thank you very much. Cheers to you. Here we go. We'll clear all that away just a little bit. And then what we'll do is we'll grab this little disc. Put it here. I like that. I don't know what for, but I like it. Unless I'm being foolish. Which I think I am. Am I being foolish? Netherlings, am I being foolish? I think I'm being foolish. Yeah. But no, I always try and, like, be social. But it's just when you just find someone that you just, like, really heavily vibe with, and you're just like, oh, okay, like, like shit's solid here, you know, then it just kind of works. That's kind of one of the things that I really like. When you kind of have, like, the ability to just sort of, like, do stuff without pretense. That's the kind of function that I vibe with, you know? Like, what is it? I don't know, you have to say it. These was foolish mortals. Foolish mortals. Foolish mortals. But no, it's like I'm hanging out with, like, Haka a bit later, and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, this, like, because we just get along, because we have a lot of, like, similar thoughts and opinions. So I'm like, oh, let's vibe with this dude. So, like, it's very easy to vibe with that little dude, you know, that little 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻, and, you know, that's just nice and easy and chill, you know. Put that there, lovely. Yeah, yeah. Oh, when exactly, you can get with someone, like, naturally. I'm a big fan of just, like, sort of, like, the naturally sort of way, you know? That the little guy. Ooh. We need to add some road here to get rid of these flowers. There we go. And then I think if we put windows here... I want the ones with flowers. There we go. Nice. Like, just being able to vibe. Exactly. Exactly. Like, you can just sort of, like, exist in the same space. Getting Haka pregnant is not vibing. Well, he shouldn't be so damn impregnatable. okay? If he wasn't so damn impregnatable, then there wouldn't be a problem. Okay? Meanwhile, he's out here walking around, being fertile with no one to keep an eye on him. That's not my fault. Brother. Look who's talking. Listen. I am yet to listen. I am yet to find someone worthy of this, okay? I leave for 5 seconds and come back to this. Yes. Isn't it great? And then what we'll do is we'll hang a couple of banners here as well. I love the banners in this game. They just feel so nice. But yeah, no, like that's the kind of vibe. There we go. And Gabe Thistle, thank you very, very much for the super. Morning, Zanny. What did I just walk into? I'm happy for the chill stream. Oh, we're just being silly little beans to start off with. You know how it goes. Just Zander and his Netherlings being silly little guys. It's the way. It's the way of things. But thank you very much, Gabe Thistle. Thank you very much. Cheers to you. Never change. Standards, we love that, right? I mean, someone has to have them. Oh, goodness. There we go. Business as usual. Indeed. Business as usual. Just the standard thing. I like putting the lanterns kind of just next to the doors there. And then like second lanterns kind of where the public footpaths would be. You know? I want to make this kind of into like a big town square here. And then kind of have this layer back into sort of houses. And then maybe have like a stream here, you know? That's the kind of vibe I want to go for. But I've never done like a super dense town square before, you know? But I want to think like lots of tight buildings next to each other. While like also kind of larger. Maybe some of them that look a bit like shops as well. That kind of thing. That kind of thing. Is it a Zander stream if there's not an Mpreg joke at least once a month? The problem is I'm never the one getting pregnant. That's the thing. Like, that is not the case. I am yet to be the one to get pregnant. Finally caught. Yeah, the little tiny alleyways. Like that. I love little alleyways like that between buildings. I don't know why. The kind of places that, like, you could slip into, but it would be, like, the wall touching you on either side. I don't know. That's something I like. There we go. We'll clear that away. And that away. And there we go. Did you hear with that? Look, Netherlings are my children. Don't even think about it. Look, Netherlings are like my kids. It's fine. I'm gonna hush. I'm gonna drink my coffee. Netherlings are like, they're wonderful. They're my little creatures. My little arson pookies. Okay. You know what? Yeah, no, you're stuck. You're stuck being called that. What's up, my little arson pookie? How goes my arson pookie? Denied. No. I'm gonna press X to doubt. Father, we demand more gasoline. Why didn't you come to my piano recital? It was your sibling's fault. I'm not the child in this relationship. We crave the fire, father. We crave the fire. Okay, I'm not even sure. Sometimes I'm the parent, sometimes I'm the kid. I'm not quite sure where the dynamic is with this. It's one way or the other. Sometimes I'm the wife. I want to find like a nice look at there. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. That's always right. We have a unique relationship. Exactly. Exactly. There we go. Peak male wife energy. That's the intent. We want to go with the peak male wife energy. And then, you know what? Let's get one of the little banners that we had before. There's something so aesthetically pleasing to, like, placing banners in, like... Oh, I want to say... on the corners to buildings is normally my favorite thing, but I don't think I can quite get them where I want them here. There we go. The mailman. The mailman. Sometimes you're our son, sometimes you're our mother, sometimes you're our professor. Thanks, Professor, Father, Mother, Son. You're more than welcome. I'm just here to be a silly little guy. That's my desire. I called you father. I called you father once, but the other one died. True. My husband died. My husband went to war and didn't come back. Coffee. Oh, I love coffee. Alright, these feel... I like how these feel like a uniform build, you know? But also... I want them to feel a little bit more, like, weird and wild. So what we'll do is we will... have a long house. Here we go. That stretches here. Actually, no, that should stay there. We'll sink that down a little bit. I like the idea of, like, making houses almost in, like, hidden space, you know? Like, creating this lovely little corner here. A single mom that works 2 jobs loves to get their episodes. Don't even. My auntie loves that song. My auntie loves that song. Like, what was it? It was like the theme song for fucking Reba. My days. My days. She loves that. She will, like, that's on her playlist forever. Oh. Oh my goodness. I took psychic damage. I took psychic damage. Right? You guys know. I think you do. But those of you who don't know, it was like an old sitcom from, like, the wherever mentioned my days. Right? It's a very, very old sitcom. I only do them because it was a TikTok sound trend a while back. Right, that was where it originated. That was where the sound trend was before the sound trend was a sound trend. Right? Carbon dating, by the way, for the Netherlings that knew that. You've not just been, like, outed, you've been carbon dated. Like, fundamentally carbon dated. Also, I have the feeling this is, like, a cold August day, you know? Oh, yeah, this looks perfect, because then we can layer a street with... Oh, you know what? Okay, idea. What if I change the color scheme slightly? Because we're still really early on. What if I changed the color scheme and gave it like a more Victorian England kind of energy to it? Like some grey cobblestone and like the roofs being a certain like shade of depressing. That feels like that could take us somewhere, you know? Like that. Like oh, it feels very like, okay, immediately it feels very like Black Butler, you know? I immediately get like a lot of Black Butler energy. Well, obviously Black Butler was set in like Victorian England, but you know, that's sort of like way it was going. Or would it technically have been Elizabethan England? Well, that depends, because you're bordering Victorian to Elizabethan depending on like timing. Black Butler reference? Yes, I really liked Black Butler when it was good, and then it wasn't good. Like, what am I meant to say to that? I really liked Black Butler when it was good, and then it wasn't good. The manga's still good. Yeah, but Aloise. My name is 𝔂𝓸𝓾𝓻. Claude, help me. Claude, save me. Save me, Claude. Claude, save me. Like, my days. The sad thing is he could have been a really good character if they'd, like, written him differently. But they didn't. Season 2 was a collective fever dream. Season 2 is like where everyone wakes up. And since we're referencing old TV shows now, Season 2 is like that bit in Dallas where they kill off the main character that everyone likes, and then realizing after doing one season without him that the ratings plummeted through the floor, they have him get out of bed at the start of the next season and go, wow, that was all one crazy dream, and just continue on like nothing happened. No, but you use 𝔂𝓸𝓾𝓻. Who shot JR? Exactly. Basically. What a crazy dream that was. Claude, save me. Save. I personally believe that if Aloise had, like, spent more... Okay. Personal opinion. I think that if Aloise and Claude had had a slower build-up, I think the problem was all in the build-up. I don't think the concept of them was bad. I think that using them was, like, okay. But if they'd had a slower build-up, like, they'd actually spent, like... Okay. So, I think that, you know, maybe they might have been you know, like, obviously, like, I know there was only two seasons, right? But my personal opinion is, if they'd had spent a little bit more time building the two of them up, not as like bad guys to start off with, but like frenemies of those two. Like if they'd had an extra season to like marinate being like frenemies, like ally frenemies sort of things, right? Then like they could have actually been really, really good as characters if the relationship was allowed to then deteriorate and become like something bad from there. Like if you build them in as like allies for a bit and then switched it up, you could have made something really cool. You know, you've got a point. Like, that's my personal opinion. I think it comes from how rushed the relationships are between all of the characters, because it makes it seem like they don't have consistent goals or even personalities at times. And, like, the deterioration of, like, if they were actually allowed to begin, like, something close to a genuine friendship, like, maybe not an actual, like, genuine friendship, because those aren't real, but, like, you know, if you'd started in that direction and then like had the relationship gently deteriorate over like crossing goals and then had it implode and then had like Claude do the whole, yes, well, I actually hate the little guy, I want this one, right? Then like it could have been so much better. Thank God it's not canon. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just like a big disliker of retcons. I'm a like maybe I'm being a little, you know what? Maybe I'm being a little old-fashioned, you know. Maybe I'm going to start standing on my porch with my shotgun yelling about the kids these days, but I'm just not a huge fan of retcons in media. It really puts me off if like a show has too many retcons or does anything that like kind of throws it to be like, oh, we had this thing, now we're going to change it to this thing, and we're going to make things different. I mean, hell, that was the reason why I kind of stopped caring about Infinity Nikki, you know? I wanted to, like, hop on Infinity Nikki, and I wanted to get perms for it, and I wanted to play it for everyone, and I wanted to, like, you know, like, just play that silly little game with everyone. But then, like, but then, obviously, the whole thing happened where it's like, actually, depression. And I'm like, well, why do I know? But like, okay. It challenges, okay. Writer talk now with Zanny. Writer talk with Zanny. Too many retcons makes your audience put less stock in the writing and believability of your world because of the fact that they've just been shown that you can change things arbitrarily at any time. So suddenly it removes a large amount of the stakes from a lot of what you do, because now it's, oh, well, actually, if the writer does something they can't change, then they can just sort of undo it. It would kind of be if, what's a really famous one? It would kind of be if, like, Game of Thrones retconned the Red Wedding after they'd already done it, you know? All of your favorite characters are dead now. Actually, we still wanted to use a couple of them for things. Undo that. That never happened. It was all one big fever dream. You know? Imagine if that happened. Imagine how hard that hits the believability of things. Like, my opinion is it's a very basic thing in writing of making sure that your plot is where you want it to be before you take that product to market, because of the fact that, like, the version that people are reading in, like, any type of professional setting is, like, the finished one. That's the one that you feel comfortable showing others. And a retcon from there, it's different if, like, you know, it's like D&D and you're with your friends and, like, you know, oh, well, the rogue kind of accidentally killed an innocent child last session that we need for this one, you know? Oh, yeah, particularly since that Red Wedding thing was it didn't hold back. Exactly. But what if it was used for a reason, like Unfiction? Okay, so Unfiction is... Okay, all right, I see you there, 𝔂𝓸𝓾𝓻. I see you there, 𝔂𝓑𝓾𝓻. Unfiction, it's inherent within the genre that there are retcons, and sometimes the retcons actually add to the actual sense of... sometimes the retcons add to the actual sense of almost like losing your perspective within Unfiction. So often retcons can actually be a part of the genre and actually a writing technique under those sort of like specific circumstances. So it is genre specific, I will say, but I think Unfiction does sit within its own special little label where it is able to get away with like a little bit more. It's able to get away with just a little bit more, just a smidge, just a little bit more, and I do appreciate Unfiction for that. Also, it's still kind of an evolving narrative. So, it's still kind of an evolving style of writing, an evolving style of literature. So, at the same time, it doesn't have like any sort of like hard set rules at this point. So I like the fact that it's still in that exploratory stage of people being able to be like, oh, I like this. Let's see what we can do with this. So hell yeah. So yeah, tee hee. Bruh, we could live in a cheese wedge house. We could live in a house shaped like a cheese wedge. Netherlings, would you live in a cheese wedge with me? And there's Mutants and Masterminds where retcons are a game mechanic. True, but even in the Dishonored TTRPG, you know, that's kind of like a built-in game system. I'm gonna say, okay, I'm just gonna rephrase my concept statement. Retcons in like fancy professional media that is like taken to television or like TV series or anything like that. I'm like, bro, that it's a turn off. It's a turn off. Ooh. There we go. Oh, Spades, thank you for the super. Hey, what's up, Spades? I woke up feeling uber squishy. Do you think I should get some you definitely should get. Do you think I could get some head pads? Of course. Nare nare. You get the nare nares. You get the nare nares and the wushu wushus. How's that? The nare nares and the wushu wushus. Wushu 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 wushu. Wushu wushu. 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 There we go. Get them, Netherlings. Sheep pile that one. Do you see that one? Sheep pile it. Retcons for the sole purpose of ratings or fan appeasement are gross. True. 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 That's extremely true. Like, I don't know, the fan appeasement retcons, I'm always like, ooh, someone's trying to shift merch, you know? Oh, someone's trying to do the thing. Oh, someone's trying to pander. Whoop. Or flashbacks, actually. Like flashbacks to add things in is kind of a thing. It's giving every relationship combo they tried in the Vampire Diaries. Bro, Vampire Diaries was like a high school where like you know what? It gave such weird vibes. When I went to high school, all right, I'm gonna give you a high school story. When I went to high school, right? My high school also had an option to continue on into like doing a full college degree there, right? So the high school could be a college as well if you stayed there, right? And I saw the people who stayed there, because they do their little like 2-year, you know, 2 years of like, you know, demon high school. And then they do their like, they could either do their little foundation degree for like a little bit, or they could do a full degree, right? So I did a foundation degree and then I bounced. But the people who were there for the full degree, they would be with the same people for another 3 years that they'd already spent the last 2 with. And it would literally be like school friends or high school people who'd known each other for like 5 years. And the problem is it would create this weird indecipherable like mesh of grudges. And like, we don't like Hannah. Why? Because when Hannah was like when Hannah was 18, she didn't text Chloe on her birthday. And it's like, bitch, you're 24. Bitch, you're 24. You're 24. Stop it. Like, it would be like stuff like that. It would be like, oh, we don't do that. And I'm like, bro, you are not breaking out of the high school mindset and as an adult, are you? You really aren't. And like, because, you know, they'd be going to the same place. They'd be using the same classrooms, just at different times. They'd be like eating in the same cafeteria, just at different times, you know. And I would be like, what the fuck? And like, it would be a whole thing. And the thing that totally like would throw me through a loop would be like, everyone had dated everyone after a period of time. And when I say everyone had dated everyone, I mean everyone had dated everyone. Like, it was like everyone had swapped partners at some point, where it'd be like, oh, Chloe went out with like da-da-da-da, and then that went out with da-da-da-da-da, but then that didn't work, so da-da-da-da. But then also simultaneously, he then started dating that person's ex, and then they started dating this one, and it was literally like, y'all are all too close. Y'all are all a really weird kind of messy. Y'all are kind of a really weird kind of messy right now. And it's like not the kind of messy I really like vibe with. Italian high school's 5 years. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. That looks really good. Wait, what? We get 6 years of high school where I live, upshot, no middle school. I think the big thing is like the fact that they'd all were like at university age afterwards. So like it made it so much weirder because suddenly it was like, you know, like they were having these grown ass adult problems, but high school like attitudes. And I was like, what? This is so weird to see. Like I like my classmates used to know each other for 13 years. I came in late. Only for 4. Imagine that dynamic. Bruh, that's such a mood, honestly. Like, I'm someone who, like, when that takes it. If I had that dynamic, I would literally just, like, take off. No, I'm gonna lie. I'd be like, nah, this group ain't the one for me. I'm a skedaddle. Yeah, no, I'm gone. You know? I would just be like, yeah, and I'm out. You know? Because, like, it's one of those ones where it's like, okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. That works. You know? There comes a thing where you gotta just be like, you know what? This one ain't for me, chief. This one ain't for me, chief. Your demon ain't feeling this dynamic. Real. I only keep in touch with 2 actual friends from then. I keep in touch with 1. What? Okay, no, I did keep in touch with 2. I kept in touch with 2. I kept in touch with the lesbian that kidnapped her cat, because honestly, how can you not keep in touch with someone that crazy? And I keep in touch with well, I used to keep in touch with this other girl, but then I kind of stopped talking to her after she was like, I want to go back to this guy. I know we've gotten together and broken up 5 times, but I want to go back to him again. I think I'm ready to like take some time off from my job and figure things out with him. And I'm like, go, here's your clown makeup. Go, here's your clown makeup. Go wear your fucking clown makeup. Take some time off from work to figure things out. You like quit your job. Girl, here is your clown makeup. Wear it. Wear your clown makeup. Wear your clown makeup. Go, put it on. Put it on. There you go. That's your clown makeup. Wear it. Like, hey, Netherlings, do you remember this old joke? Do you remember this old joke, Netherlings? Here. Do you remember this one? Do you remember this one, Netherlings? Yeah? Yeah, let's do a 2.0 version. You, every time you go back to him. This is what you look like. Every time you go back, this is what you look like. This specifically, right here, right. This. Hey, Zanny, why are you being a clown? Because I went back to him. That's why. I went back to him for the 8th time. Oh, goodness. Every time you go back to a guy. Right? All right, there, get off my face. There, get off my face. It's too beautiful for that for too long. All right, cool. 8. Bruh, this Incubus does not backtrack. Okay? Take a page out of this Incubus's book. Do not backtrack. There's no use looking back. You left for a reason. Why do I hear circus music? Right. Here we go. Ooh. Yeah, I like something there. I want maybe to have something alongside the road. I'm going to give you some Incubus advice. And this isn't just an Incubus advice within friendships or relationships, but this is going to be Incubus advice, like, in general. This is going to be a little bit of Incubus life advice. And I hope that y'all find it useful, okay? Okay, you ready? Never stop moving, okay? Always be moving forward. Never stop moving. Just always keep moving forward. Because wherever you end up, chances are it's going to be better than wherever you came from. All right? Just keep moving forward. If you're not happy, just keep moving forward. And when you find somewhere that you can say you're really, really, truly happy, that, that this thing satisfies and completes you, and that goes for jobs, that goes for, like, life, that goes for everything. This is, like, my silly little bit of advice, okay? Like, actual good advice. Don't stop moving until you can say you're truly happy and satisfied. Because... heck. Only when you finally feel somewhere that it's ever going to be worth stopping and moving. Because chances are where you're going is always going to be better than what you're leaving behind. There you go. Also, unshrimp and hydrate. True. Oh, let me... I need unshrimp. Oh. All right, let's go. Oh, I was so deeply shrimped. Oh my gosh. Oh, why am I so... Oh, the gym. That's why. That's why I'm sore. I was like, why am I so sore at the gym? The gym, Zanny. You lifted 200 pounds the night before last. Of course you're sore. Of course your arms are sore. Stop being a damn fool. Are you too tall for your setup, or are you just that bad posture? It's just the world isn't built for tall people. Like, the world isn't really built for tall people. So, like, a lot of stuff is kind of too small for me. So I don't fit in train seats, like seats on trains. I don't fit in them. I have to, like, keep my feet slightly, like, off the floor or pointed in order for my knees to not hit the back of the seats. Airplanes also, airplane seats, well, they're just too small for most people, but also, like, they're a thing. Usually I end up being, like, a dick and feeling like I'm fucking manspreading the entire time that I'm there, but I always have to be like, no, listen, person next to me. I know the thing is, I'm not in there, you know how, like, on airplanes, okay, I'm gonna give you, like, a whole thing. I'll give you a diagram with these houses, okay? So, you know how, like, okay, this is how I'm going to describe it. These are the two seats. Okay, so you've got my seat and your seat. And then there's this middle ground between the seats here, right? That doesn't belong to either of us. Okay? Now, it doesn't belong to either of us, one or the other. It's kind of that little, like, that. It's the neutral zone, as it were, if we were talking about Star Trek. You know? It's the demilitarized zone. It's the border. It's the point where, like, you know... It's one of the little boxes where you can meet your whatever. It's like if this was like, you know, if this was like 60s Germany. This would be like one of the little boxes where people could meet their relatives in between like the Berlin Wall. I don't think that was a thing then, but you know, it could be that, you know, it's that, right? Now me, I will move my leg into that neutral zone. I won't infringe upon your zone, and I will try and leave a bit of a buffer. But like, the thing is, Zander cannot be folded on top of himself because his knees hit the back of the seat too much in front of him. And then I make the other person sad who's in front of me. So if I've got someone in front of me that I'm making sad, then I gotta like go wide. But I don't want to go into your space and start being that guy, like the random dude I sat next to on that one transatlantic flight. So I like just go a little bit wide. But that's okay always to understand when someone with long legs sits next to me, right? And I try and like, I try and be nice to the other person. I try and like start a conversation, like that little that little Japanese like guy who I helped with his homework, his English homework, when like, wait, what was it? It was on, okay, one of my flights to Japan last year, I think. I had this little like Japanese student next to me, and I think he must have just been old enough to fly without an escort, right? But like partway through the flight, he was like doing his homework on like English idioms, and I was like, and he was like, he like turned and looked at me for a second, and like was like back doing his thing, and then he like again, he like points at his paper, and he's like, can you help? And I was like, oh. Of course. So anyway, I had to like do like a very rough like Japanglish explanation of like what caught red-handed meant, and like so he could like put it in on his worksheet. And I was like, is that good? Need any more help? And he's like, thank you. And he had like the little thick accent. He's like, thank you. And then like just turned back and like got back to work. And I was like, I helped. Right, like, listen. As far as I'm concerned, when you are flying on an airplane, there is a certain entente cordiale, a gentleman's agreement, between you and the people in the seats next to you. You have to try and maintain a decent relationship with those people, even if they're terrible. They could be monsters, all right? For like the entire time you're there. It is an entente cordiale, right? You may not like each other. You may not get along with one another. You may want to kill each other. However, you need to make it work, okay? And if it breaks down, then everyone's fucked, right? Zanny, the helpful incubus, the new kids show. Do not allow me around children. Never. I remember when I was flying, I was 14, I fell asleep, my head was resting against the old lady to my right. Aww. That's cute. I had a terrible incident when I was flying back from Japan. I want to say like last year in like, I can't remember when it was. It was one of my first trips, right? And I remember I lost my beanie on the way there. But I was in, you know when they've got like the 4-seat rows? I was in the middle of a row of 4 seats, and I was like, oh no. Oh no, this ain't good. So like, I was like sleeping, and I remember I thought I was like asleep in my bed, and I was just on my front, and I was like slumped forward. So I like thought I could roll over, and I rolled and slumped into someone as like the other half of my body was there. My belt stopped me, and I literally jolted upright, and I had to go to this lady. I'm so sorry. Like I tried to roll on top of this lady from being horizontal. And I was like, I'm so sorry. She was like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I felt so fucking mortified that I almost rolled on top of like a random lady. Oh no, yeah, exactly. Hey, Michaela, lovely to see you, Michaela. Hope you're doing good. Right. No, she was lovely about it, but I was terrified to fall asleep the rest of the flight. You know what? Let's take this house back a tiny bit and make it thinner. Oh, I like that. Is it weird that I like that the town center is a bit claustrophobic? I really like that. I like that. There we go. And I knew my thing wasn't updating again. Knew it. There we go. And Britt, thank you for the super. As long as you try to be considerate of other space, I don't think people will mind too much. I've literally been sat in the middle of middle seat and had two of my friends asleep on my shoulders at the same time. Okay, but that's a power move. That's a power move, Britt. Having like a person asleep on each shoulder, that's literally such a position of power. You're like, yes, look, I am a god of sleep. I am a creature of sleep. I am sleep of the endless. Tee-hee. Claustrophobic town sounds like a good horror setting, right? Does this not feel like kind of... Well, actually, it's kind of British, but like... Britain is a horror session. It's a PvP lobby. You know? It's a PvP lobby. It's great. We love a little bit of PvP lobby. It's good. Loki sucked because I couldn't move at all. Embrace your new future. There we go. You know what? I feel like this is going to be like one of the people that's weirdly strict about what their property is. I have the feeling that they're going to like... fence off like a weird amount of things. Here we go. Yeah, that makes sense. And then... yeah. And then what we'll do is we'll add another fence. There. Yeah, that feels... I don't know, that feels really natural. Like, oh, this is the old lady that's like... that, like, wouldn't give you your ball back as a kid if you kicked it onto her lawn. Or, like, into her backyard. You know? God, that was, like, a whole thing. That was a whole thing. So when Zander, the little demon, was younger, when Zander, the little demon, was younger, Zander was playing with his ball out in the little, like, front yard, and he kicked it, and it went, like, onto like this dude's like you know, the little like driveway across the way, right? And this was like Zander was around his like grandparents' place, grandfather Brand's place, right? And he kicked the ball and it landed on like, you know, another guy's like little property, just like a few doors down, right? It wasn't like anywhere bad. It was literally just the driveway and it had been caught on the fence, right? And little Zander like walked up and, you know, like walked a couple of doors down and then went and picked up his ball. And like, as he was walking back, the dude stuck his like, came out of the house like, and just started screaming. Like, this dude was, like, mad. He was, like, yelling and screaming. He was like, don't you do that. You see it here. You kick it here next time. You leave it here. I was like, what? So, like, little Zander, like, went all back to, like, grandfather Brand's, like house and was like, the guy down the street yelled at me. The guy down the street yelled at me for picking up the ball from his garden. And he was like, okay, like, just don't do it again. Just don't do it again. You know, that, like, that's fine. Don't worry about it. So anyway, it was like a few weeks later, it happened again. Because, like, the house was, like, on a hill, right? So the ball gets hit. It, like, you know, it, like, dings off of something, rolls down, goes into the other person's, like garden and everything. And, you know, little Zander goes to Grandfather Brand, and he's like, the ball went to the other person's, like, thing. And he's like, it's okay, I'll walk with you, you know, don't worry. So Grandfather Brand walks with little Zander, right? Back to the place. Zander, you know, little Zander picks up the ball, like, starts walking back. The old man comes out of the house immediately. Like, I say old man, he was, like, younger than Grandfather Brand, but he, like, comes out of the house. He just had, like, crusty old man energy, and he, like, comes out of the house and like, don't come here again, don't do this. And it's like, and I was like, oh my days. So Grandfather Brand is like, just don't look at him, don't speak to him, just ignore him, just get your ball. We're both gonna walk back, right? And, like, I was like, okay, that's fine, right? And like, Grandfather Brand had, like, this workshop in his like, backyard. It was like a little garage he partially converted into, like, a wood workshop, right? And, like, a little bit later, the old dude, I want to say, like, 15 minutes later, 20 minutes later, you know, because, you know, he's like, I'm playing, you know, in the backyard now, and then Grandfather Brand is, like, in his wood workshop, and, like, suddenly there's, like, a bang 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 on the front door, and, like, Grandfather Brand sticks his head out and, like, sees that the dude's come all the way, like, 2-3 doors down, and, like, is, like, banging on the door really, like, angrily. So Grandfather Brand's like, wait here. He comes out, he just goes, wait here. He goes back into the wood workshop that he has, picks up a hammer, and then walks and answers the front door with this big hammer in his hand, and just goes, yes. Yes. And suddenly the yelling becomes quiet, polite conversation. And the door shuts in, like, a minute. And then it's done. He picks up a big woodworking hammer and just answers the door. He just picks up, like, a big woodworking hammer, like, not one of, like, the soft rubber ones, like, it was, like, one of the, like, big metal-headed mallets. And he just answers it with that, like, in his hand, just next resting on his shoulder, and just goes, yes. Oh, fucking iconic, right? Fucking iconic. So yeah, that's the way I aim to be with my Netherlings. The what's that, Pookie? The angry man down the street yelled at you? Let me get my hammer. Like, I feel... The thing is as well, like, not even gonna lie, that's kind of like a really smart play. Because, like, you know... You know, that's just I was answering the front door with whatever I had in my hand at that instant, you know? There was no premeditation there, officer. There we go. Thanks, Zaddy. Right? I feel like you hit a certain age where, like, my grandfather used to steal tires from people who annoyed him with my days. It's not technically a weapon. Yeah, what are you gonna say to a guy with a giant, like, metal mallet? What are you gonna say? Like, what's the... Like, you... Like, the shouting turned into a very polite conversation. The second the guy realized getting getting angry at a guy holding a huge hammer might be a bad idea. Right? Like, it had, like, a metal head. The best way I can describe it, right, is picture a sledgehammer, but, like, cut really short. So, like, the metal head of a sledgehammer, but, like, put on a, like, short hammer head. Like a hammer stick. I was like, I still have no idea what one of those is used for this day. I still don't... Hey, Britt, thank you for the super. I don't know why people think it's okay to scream at kids for simply making a mistake. Shit happens. Just give them the ball back and move on with your day, right? And even then, like, you can literally have that, like, that conversation of like, oh, hey, don't do it this way, do it this way. Or hey, if you're gonna do it, please, like, use the little path I've got, or something like that, you know? So heck. So it's always really interesting to see. I think it's a power thing, personally. Personally, I think it's like a power thing. I think that, like, some people, like... I think some people kind of get off on it as a power thing, you know? Like, I could see that. Alright, I think... I like that as, like, a town square. I really like that as a town square. Now it's, like, building little paths outwards. So, immediately I'm thinking that, like, this little alley here is gonna lead to, like, other places. You know, it's kind of like a little secret place. Actually, how much map? Oh, yeah, that leads to a bunch of things. So we can actually, like, tailor it off into there. And 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻, 𝔂𝓸𝓾𝓻, how it goes? #1 FSP and 𝔂𝓸𝓾𝓻 on TV tropes. Thank you for the 7 months. 1, I was just carrying what I had in my hand, officer. And 2, he was talking shit. I rest my case. I really wish that vibes was like a defense in court, because I would use vibes so many times, right? Like, literally, Zander bans random person that's just turned up and sent 3 messages in his chat almost immediately. I'm sorry, officer. I needed to execute them. The vibes were off. You got to understand, okay? Listen, Walt was being a sussy barker. The vibes were off. They did not feel... They didn't give me the vibes. They didn't... I felt like they weren't W-Riz Pookie. You know? To be fair, not even gonna lie, I hate that I have this mindset, but also I love that I have this mindset. Deadass. Part of me does kind of feel like as soon as I start getting bots coming by, whenever I get, like, the sex bots or the evangelical bots or anything like that, like, coming by, I always feel like that's kind of a win. Because I'm like, oh yeah, guess who's big enough to get sex bots now? Guess who's enough of a force to get sex bots and bots telling me I'm gonna go to hell unless I turn around and do what they say? Fuck yeah. Like, that's a win, baby. That's a win. We're up here, like, but yeah, something in bio. Click here to see what. Nah. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you know, you turned up. Thank you for your participation. Now turn around and face the wall. But also, like, you know, all those weird people trying to promote their own channels. Yeah, like, what was it? The one the other day that was like, do you like finger tapping? I'm like, bitch, you're really like, you're barking up the wrong tree, hun. You are barking. Like, I don't know which tree you're barking up, but this is not that. Like, listen. Look here. Look, listen. Look here. Look, listen. This ain't the place. This ain't the place. This ain't the time. I was like, look here. Look, listen. I don't know which turnip truck you rolled off. Okay? I don't know. But honestly, I think the batch has gone bad, alright? My days. Clearly, someone didn't have access to the delicious buffet of Monster Boys we had. Exactly. The delicious buffet. The delicious buffet of monstrous individuals. My days. So yeah, no, I don't know. I just find it funny. Like, you know, I find it fun because it's like, oh yeah, look, Ma, I made it. I made it. Because it used to be back in the old days. If you guys remember back in the old days, if you're an old man like me, which, you know, you probably are, like, if you're like me and you're an old man, then you will probably remember way back in the day. Now, I mean, when I say back in the day, I mean about like 3 or 4 years ago, right? The big thing used to be, the big thing used to be, buy subs here, buy subs now. That was the thing. It would always be, hey, want to get famous? Buy subs at authenticviews.com or something like that. Or, hey, want to go viral? Get started with authenticviews.com. It was something like that, you know? Yeah, the buying the subs. I'm like 101 years younger. Does that count? Yeah, that makes you an old man. Oh god, what a throwback, right? I vaguely remember that. Bruh. I remember seeing those on the purple platform of Twitch. We can say Twitch. It's okay. We could say that one. I remember those. Right? Like, it's gonna sound really bad, but I miss some of the old bots sometimes, you know, that would be around. Cause like, you know, you used to get used to their messages a bit, you know? You'd get used to seeing, you know, hey, wanna get famous? authenticviews.com. Like that, you know? And the fact that they were called authenticviews.com as well also just added to it for me. Because like, yeah, that's like me saying notadrugdealer.com, you know? Hey guys, come see my, I am drug dealer keeper aware. Hey guys, come buy drugs off of me on the internet under, drugsarebad.com. Right. There we go. They're funny, but I don't miss them. Fair. Fair. Remember when YouTube had booba in thumbnail? Bruh. I still remember when YouTube had an issue when it would... Okay, 2 things. 1, this is like a 2-part throwback because we're not going to linger on the first part and then we're going to move to the second part. 1, okay, YouTube used to just, you know, it used to like flag stuff for like random reasons, but then there would just be like straight up like prawns on the site at the same time. But then also they've now suddenly become based and been like, oh yeah, we're not going to pay monetization for AI content. And like, I keep seeing people being like, oh, that's like, I see people complaining and being like, oh, well, what if I use like an AI language model to like translate my videos into multiple languages to like, so that I can increase my potential revenue or stuff like that, right? And I'm like, okay, you're just trying to find the catch-22 to be like, oh, to be like, whatever. Because we both know that an AI language model using translation is going to be nowhere near the level of someone who actually, like, is doing it. Or maybe you could turn around and, like, you know, if you're, because you're already, like, doing revenue, like, go on Fiverr. Literally go on Fiverr. Like, there is a legion of people on Fiverr that will translate a 2-minute video. A legion of people. You know, you do not need to, congratulations. This is called economic stimulation, right? Hell, I almost went on Fiverr and got Jesus to say subscribe to Zander Netherbrand when I first started. Not gonna lie. I got told not to. But, like, I almost went on Fiverr and did that. That was, like, that was something I wanted to do early on. Because, you know... Bruh, no way. That was, like an idea I had early on. Jeez, because they've got like a lookalike on there, but like everyone, it was like trendy to get him to do stuff, like get him to like say stuff like ages back. And like early on, I was like, what if I did that? Because that's very reflective of my sense of humor. But then I was like, wait a second. This isn't an industry that would like my sense of humor. Wait, let's pull back on that idea. That would have been hilarious. True. Looking back, I probably shouldn't have been worried about it. Because, like, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, I get why I pulled back on it. Because I was still very new. And obviously, if you guys remember early days, right? It was like, you know, it was weird. It was that weird, like, it was that weird kind of, like, how do I put it? Like everyone waiting for like something to be upset about, you know? Wink wonk. Wink wonk. You have to have a starting point before you start pushing rules and boundaries. Exactly. And look at me now. There we go. But I think I am a good boy these days, mostly. There we go. I like that. That feels like a little food store. Let's... Oh, no. Undo. Unchain. There we go. Perfect. That feels like people can, like, try and buy food from the little window, you know? Like, that's nice. Baby Zanny's so different from current Zanny. Yes, Baby Zanny's was so different from current Zanny. But Baby Zanny needed to be taken out and shot. Like, Baby Zanny needed to, like, be fucking curb stomped. Baby Zanny needed, like, execution style. We don't insult Baby Zanny here. Baby Zanny, no. Baby Zanny was under a lot of stress. Baby Zanny was under a lot of stress. Baby Zanny... You know what? I'm gonna... Okay, fine. We're gonna give Baby Zanny his due. Baby Zanny was under a lot of stress. Baby Zanny wasn't really sure how he should be conducting himself. Baby Zanny was having to figure a lot of stuff out for himself. Baby Zanny was, like, doing his thing. Baby Zanny was, like, trying to figure out how to be a thing, right? You talk so softly and quiet, right? 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 Baby's at... Oh. Baby's... I just saw a thing. Hey. I just saw the thing. That looks fucking awesome. Tee-hee. But yeah, no, Baby Zanny needed to get, like, punted. But, like, also, like, he didn't. He was an alright kid. The duality of Zanny. I hate that guy. He was alright. I always have to put Baby Zanny to max volume. Right? He was so, like, shy. Like, like, baby boy just wanted to live. Alright, that's enough about Baby Zanny. I'll defend you. Get behind me. Don't get me wrong. Baby Zanny tried. But this is not the time of baby Zanny anymore. The time of baby Zanny has passed. We are in the time of Incubusin. We are in the Incubusin age. Okay, I'm trying to do like a fancy thing here and build a flight of stairs. And I think it's working. I think it's working. Okay, good, good. Nature is healing. Oh, no, 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 not that way. No, 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 no. Behave, behave. Good. Nature is healing. Not quite. Down. Good. Just give me a little more. Give me a little more. Just give me more. You can give me more, okay? You want to make it to the top of the pyramid, you've got to give me more. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. You gave me more. Wonderful. ASMR mugging. Cute Cinderary boy mugs you for your phone. Wait. Hey, put the money in the bag, stupid, or I'm gonna stab you. I swear, I've done this before. And your phone as well. Because I'm putting my number in it. Don't get any ideas. Attack of the generic Cinderes. Are you open-minded? My god, you sound like someone from a casting audition. Listen, all right? Listen, you sound like a casting audition I got off of starnow.com. Are you open-minded? Listen, we really need some talented people to take part in our exotic modeling, okay? Are you open-minded? Are you willing to get ahead and do what you need to get ahead in this industry? Are you open-minded and willing to do what's needed to get ahead in this industry? No, it would always be. Okay, so whenever I would audition, it would always be, and the line they would always have is it's exotic modeling. Okay? The exotic modeling. And they'd always have open-minded model required for exotic modeling. It gives me the ick. It does. Because like, you know. Ew. Right, okay, listen, I'm gonna clarify, okay? If that's what you want to pursue as a career path, then that's good, right? But it's always so shady when the directors go on sites and list it as shit like that, when, like, everyone knows what they're like, what it actually is, and they're just trying to catch inexperienced actors unaware. Like that's like if we're gonna keep it, you know, skibbity as it were, then you know, sounds legit, right? Also, I really like this tool building here. I don't know why, but that kind of... This is kind of becoming... This particular building is becoming like a hyperfixation, and I'm not sure why, but it's developing into something in my brain. Ooh! Yo, do you see that? That looks... Wait, that now... Oh... I now get, like... What's the shadiest job offer you've seen? Like, legit shadiest that I've seen? This was on an acting site, right? So... This is this is the shadiest offer I've seen on an acting site. Older male director looking for younger understudy. Must be comfortable with weekly meetings, looking for someone to pass on my experience and something too. That kind of thing, right? Must be comfortable with personal and intimate meetings at least once a week. Auditions will be taking place at, and then they included an address, and it was a private, it was like a room number at the Ritz-Carlton. Yeah. That's like the shadiest thing I've seen on a casting site. That's the thing. Not the Ritz-Carlton. Yeah, it was like the Ritz-Carlton in London. Right. That, like, you asked. This was years and years and years ago. It's like a very, very fancy hotel. There we go. Okay. I know this is kind of unrelated, but I'm really loving how this tiny town is shaping up. Come on. You can see... There. Be me. Spend 5 minutes trying to build a normal staircase on this side. Then just do a little swish, swish, swish on this side and make a perfect staircase in one. This feels like the shady part of town, not gonna lie. This feels really like the shady part of town. This feels like the part of town where, like, you don't come to alone. You know, with like the tight alleys and like, because like you don't even get there like properly. You kind of just have to like snake through here and then go down here. This is good. I'm building like the narrow, tiny alleys with like lots of tight turns and stuff. There are no lanterns. Yeah. Lots of like small, tight dwellings as well. Or at least I'm hoping to add a lot of small, tight dwellings. Like, this has ended up becoming quite a dense town. There we go. 𝔂𝓸𝓾𝓻. 𝔂𝓸𝓾𝓻. Not Netherlings with like a little like hoodie. Netherlings with a little hoodie sitting on the corner looking for trouble. The little 𝔂𝓸𝓾𝓻. The troublemaker Netherlings. But they still melt and go when Zanny turns up. Great place to hide our knives? Wait, what? Okay, first of all, Netherlings, okay? I'm the British demon here, okay? Let's get that straight. I will not have all of you acting British. If you act British, I've failed as a parent. If you're British, then I have failed as a parent. I'm glad your mother's not here to see this, Netherlings. The heart should break but once. Not me quoting Cyberpunk 2077. Oh, you know what? We'll add a lantern under here. Hey, Britt, thank you for the support. Cheers to you. This is just the part of town where our adoptions occur. Don't worry about it. Ah, yes. Netherling adoptions. They're a proud, tried and true tradition, right? There we go. I'm kind of curious to see what that little underpass looks like at night. Let's have a look. Okay, but I kind of really like that. Like the little... Oh, that feels nice. Get rid of that. I don't know, there's something I really like about that. It feels like, you know what it feels like? It feels like one of those little like hidey holes in Oblivion, where like little shady dealings occur. I think that's why I like Oblivion more than I like Skyrim. Because like, you know, with Skyrim, it's like the world's ending, and everyone can agree the world's ending because there are dragons everywhere. But with Oblivion, it's like if you don't see an Oblivion gate, you don't really know it exists, and you're like, oh, grim tidings, I suppose. Life goes on, and everyone continues doing their thing, you know? Like, there's less of an... It feels like the end-of-world threat, although it is a more end-of-world, or a very real end-of-world threat, is like a thing, you know? There we go. And Katie, Club Netherbrand's resident hamster. Zanny, how do you think we're yoinking people into the club? I would assume just through being cute, you know? Like I'm gonna be super cute. You know? Can we have weapons? Like your arms are long enough to have weapons, you know? You guys don't have arms long enough to possess weapons. What are you talking about? Don't be ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous. Netherlings weapons. Your arms are by no means long enough. We wield steel chairs. Stay without the steel chairs. Okay, they're a special exception. Look, I'm sorry you have cute little tiny stubby arms, okay? An A's, Dormy, Club Netherbrand's resident spider catcher. I'm off to touch grass with some IRL friends and then hopefully adopt them into the Netherling family. Hey, good work. Very nice. Very nice. The adoptions continue. And Jojo. Yo, Joe, thank you for the Akachaka. My pipe bomb begs to differ. Well, I think I've been proven wrong. Netherlings can wield weapons. That it seems that this has been established. It seems like using evidence, facts, and logic I've been disproven. Well, I have nothing but my pipe bomb begs to differ. Boom. Okay. Pipe bomb wielding Netherling. Yes. Yes, Netherlings can use pipe bombs. Okay, that's fine. That's an established fact. Okay, Yojo saves the day. So now you know. Yes, now I know. Netherlings wield pipe bombs and steel chairs. Okay, that's the way they go. Don't forget about our hidden sniper. True, there's also a sniper. There's also a sniper somewhere. I'm not sure where they came from or where they go. But they're just sort of there, lurking. Father said... Fred, thank you for the support, of course. Mwah to you, Yojo. Fred, Father said no. Let's go ask Mom Netherlings. She'll say yes. Who the fuck is Mother? Who's your mother? Haka? Oh, Lemon Mama. Wait. Wait, I thought you were making an Mpreg joke. Wait. I thought you were making an Mpreg joke. I thought you were making an Mpreg. No, I didn't forget. I thought you were making an Mpreg joke. No, I thought it was Mpreg too. Okay, thank you. I wasn't alone. I was also thinking of Mpreg. Okay, everyone was thinking of Mpreg. Alright. Good. I'm not in trouble because everyone was thinking the same thing. Alright, good. That makes sense. Like, you know? Gather in the dark alley at 10, everyone. Not gonna lie, I really love that these streets kind of feel like a bit of a maze. There we go. Harker's our second mom. And what we'll do is we'll use the brush to clear out this as well. Because this is like... This is really good. I actually might make this a little bit wider. Oh, that's good, actually. And then there's a little pair of doors there. If we can erase that... Nice. Okay. Alright, that's good. This feels like a nice, dense part of the town. We'll add, like, the little details as we go now with, like, doors, windows, maybe a little banner here and there. I like that. This feels very Tim Burton. You know what I mean? Like the little like twisty building we've got here is very like Tim Burton-esque. Like that. Yeah. Wait, it looks like the town in Corpse Bride. See? Guys, I am Tim Burton. You've heard it here first. I am Tim Burton. Oh. There we go. If anything, the summery vibes kind of add to this. How did I get into VTubing? After my divorce from Helen Bonham Carter, I just needed to find a new creative venture. So I became an Incubus twink online. And then upgraded myself to an Incubus twunk. Look at the little sheepy. Look at the little flying sheep. Oh! The flying sheepy with the bird sat on its head? That's so cute. Look at him. Aww. Aww. Nah. Let's go. All right. We flying. Actually, what did we plan on doing with this house? I don't know why it's here. It should be there. Oh, I really like how tight together that all feels, though. Maybe we should add, like... I want to add some water. I know, we've been working on that for a little bit. I feel like switching up and adding a little bit of water would be nice. Nothing much, just a little stream over here. You know? I feel like water during in like the August setting is really nice. That's too straight. There we go. That's better. That feels more organic. There we go. For the longest time, I never knew the Netherlings were sheeps. Yeah, they're my little sleepy sheepies. They're little demon sheep. Demon sheep. I love that, right? We do look a little bat-like as well. I mean, maybe a tiny bit, but like... Nah, you're my little demon sheep. Actually, there we go. Nah, my Netherlings have sharp. My Netherlings are sharp and pointy in places. Just on their tails, though. They got this lovely little wool that they get scritches from. Also, don't listen to them if they try and, like, be tough. They're very cute and adorable, okay? Don't let them think that they can get away with pretending they're not cute and adorable. They are. They do bite, though. I have to warn you, they do bite. Okay, I feel like I've got so much better at this game since the start. Oh, I like that. I feel like I've got so good at this compared to where I started. There we go. You know what, I'll rotate this one as well to have it match. Nice. Do not shear me. I've got gnawing at your ankles. Don't gnaw at my ankles. I need those. Nomming your horns. Still trying to nom my horn. It hasn't worked for the past year. It's not going to work now. Bites you and bites you and bites you. Bites you and bites you. Perfect. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that feels really natural as like a road in and out of town as well. And then oh, that's perfect. It feels like a town on the verge of industrialization. That's what I like. Actually, maybe we can hang some banners off the bridge. Ooh, what if we did this? Oh. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's pretty. Oh. Right? Like the little... Oh, that's nice. It feels welcoming. So this is what I'm picturing, everyone, okay? Stick with me. So the traders and the kind of travelers head in through this road, right? Which leads from out of town. They wander here and kind of go forwards. They pass over this lovely little bridge with a little bit of water either side. This side. And this side. You know. And then they kind of get into town here. We'll probably have like, I don't know, like a small little house or something there. But they pass through. It's a nice direct route. Okay, from here, they can either head kind of into the town where people live, which is, I'm guessing, where the residents go. So you can see the path is like a little less worn when it leads to like where the people live, as opposed to like here, which is the town square. So they can head straight into the town square. We're going to have some of these like little of these like kind of in the center in like rows almost, right? To kind of give it that look of like stalls selling food in the middle. So we'll just dot like these here as like just a little example, right? So you'll have like these stalls selling food in the center. Okay. You've got these like little places, whether it's like a little watch house or a little like tavern or like somewhere else. Okay. And then, you know, if they're staying there, or if they have a slightly shadier element, you know, they can head down one of these little alleys out of the town center, squirreled away, kind of head through here, through some little like narrow alleyways, which will kind of be highlighted because we put a lantern here as well. So it's going to light here at night and kind of end up in like these little more like seedy nooks of the town. You know, you can head like down here, through here. We'll scrub that bit away, but like, where was it? And yeah, you can just end up in these little things. And what I'll do is I'll make a separate little square here with like a few different houses as well. I'd pay good money to live in this town. I just like that I live in a city. So I always feel like a small city is the best way to go. Because I've lived in a town. I've lived in a tiny town before. I've lived in a tiny town of like 300 people. So like in a town of that size, everyone knows everyone's business. Like it's to the point where like it's so weird living in like a town where the population is like less than 1,000. Because suddenly everyone knows everyone, and it's very weird. So like it's really strange. Oh yeah. So I lived there. Then there was London, and London is just so busy and so like terrible that I kind of at the same time didn't really like London because of it, you know. And then I feel like a small city is kind of the best way to go, you know? Yeah, that's the same vibe. Everyone knows you. Yeah, everyone's basically your cousin in a town that's small in America. Yeah, it's kind of like that. I think that, like, British people are a bit more private. Because, like, you know, it was a town of 300. But, like, we still didn't know our neighbors, like, 2 doors down or anything like that, you know? Because you just don't, I guess. You just don't consort with people. I think everyone's just a lot more private. All I know is that the kids were really annoying. Bro, I have neighbors now. The neighbors I have now, I don't mind, apart from them slamming their door at weird hours. That's the only problem I have with my neighbors, is that they slam their door at weird hours. The only issue. That's the only one. I have no other problems. Like, I mean, they have children, but, you know, they'll, like, grow up or die or something, you know? So, like, you know, they're not going to be a problem forever. Like, children aren't going to be a problem forever, right? Like, they're temporary, okay? They'll grow up and then they'll, like, you know, be whatever after a while, right? I don't know what happens to children. Die? Well, I don't know what happens to children. What do I look like? A freaking pediatrician? I'm an incubus. I'm here for the making of the children, not the raising them. I'm sorry. I'm here for the fun time, not the long time. I don't know what you do with them. You give them a bowl of water and feed them twice a day. I walked in and I already believe he has a foot. Yeah, see? Incubased. Zanny, we're basically your children. No. You're my netherlings. You're better than children. Okay? Those sticky, disgusting little creatures are... Do not compare yourself to them. That's an insult to you. Okay? We do not with those sticky little creatures. Okay? Yippee. Yeah, yippee. Okay, you're my kids, but you're not like children. Okay? We can't play with the kids next door? You can't play with the kid... Netherlings, I mean this in the nicest way. You can't play with the kids next door. They're human children. You'll set them on fire or something. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm not going to trust myself to keep an eye on kids, so I'm not going to trust you with kids. No, you'll behave. It was one time. Fair, fair. Like, don't get me wrong, but I leave you with kids, you're going to teach them about knives and gasoline, and then they're going to be running around acting like fucking Chucky once you're done with them. Okay? Hey, not all of us are arsonists, you know? Said the netherling that wanted to go to the gym to catch up with me so they could, like, throw me or beat me up or something. To be fair, kids already do that on their own, true. Listen, I'm just saying, okay? Netherlings are not a good influence. Remember when you got left alone with the adventurers for a day? And you started teaching them arson? Nurgle, thank you for the super. That's not what they're for. No, it's not what they're for. Zanny raises us, then blames us. Ah. Listen, I don't blame you. You are how you are, okay? Just outing Rise, thank you for the super chat. The Incubus is profiling me. Get his kneecaps. Oh no, oh no. The buffling has ordered the kneecaps to be taken. The buffling has ordered kneecaps to be taken. What do you mean, arson? It's what the Netherlings do sometimes. Someone's asking about Netherlings. Use arson. There's someone asking about how the arson works here. Netherlings, do the arson. Netherlings, do arson. Do some example arson. There you go. There you go. Go on, keep it up. Keep it up. Nah, thank you for the super. Gee, who has a bad advice segment every stream? Okay, but the bad advice segment is always, like, somewhat educational as well. Where's the water? The Netherlings are beyond such things as water. Yeah, there you go. This is how things go. Look, Netherlings love arson. And I'm a good parent, so I don't want to keep my beloved Netherlings from, like, something they love, you know? Just because I don't like your dance teacher doesn't mean I'm not going to take you to dance, you know? Just because that's the case doesn't mean I'm going to deprive you. Get what I mean? Father supports our hobbies, teehee. Yeah, well, isn't that like, isn't that like how to raise like a kid that's not crazy, like 101? I swear that's like super basic. To like support your kids' hobbies so they don't like end up eating people or something. Because you got to support the normal hobbies or they'll make weird ones. I think that's it anyway. I think I read that somewhere. Like, you got to make sure that they get like normal hobbies. Otherwise, if you don't make sure they have normal hobbies, they'll get like really weird hobbies. Like again, like eating people or something like that, you know? Okay, I really like that. Arson is definitely normal. Exactly. Oh, yeah, it's a pretty normal hobby. I think there are weirder hobbies out there. September. Hey, Squeaks. Thank you very much for the Akachaka. Thank you, September 2030. Cheers to you. Thank you for the Akachaka, darling. What did I do for that one? You didn't even attach a message. What did I do? You didn't even attach a message. You just went Akachaka and then just say words. Say words. Speak. Speak, damn you. Thank you for the Akachaka, darling. Mwah. Oh, yeah, like if you don't put that out in the fridge, they grow up and straight eat people. Well, heck. You saw how many people dressed as Dharma for Halloween a few years ago? You know? Like, you know? Listen, okay? We had Harley Quinn and the Joker for like one Halloween, and then we had Dharma the Halloween after. Right? Like, we gotta put the kids' drawings on the fridge if they're willing to dress up as Dharma for Halloween. I'm just being safe here, okay? I don't know how the kids are gonna turn out, but the kids ain't alright. I had someone ask for Dharma glasses yesterday. My days. My days. See... See? My months. In a world of Dharmas. Be an Eileen Warnos. Look at this little sleepy sheepy. My eons, my decade. No, you picked up behavior from Nayu. Alright, let's see. I do like how, like, tight that is. I think something here will be good. Maybe a little bit bigger than that. You know what? Let's make a bit more of, like, a tavern for the locals. And... Squeaks! Wait, you're up twice? Why are you there twice? Why are there two of you? Wait, there's more! There's more! Wait, why have you shadow clone jutsu'd? What's with the... Wait! The Squeaks, thank you for the Akachaka. Thank you very, very much. My days. They're multiplying. They're multiplying. Why are there multiples of you? What? Why are there duplicates? I don't understand. Wait, what did I do? Why are there duplicates? Why are there more? Wait, why are there... What? Why are there more? Wait. I don't understand. I can't figure this out right now. I pressed a few buttons, but I don't think anything happened. Okay. Okay, the Netherlings are cloning. No, they're said to be in like... What the fuck? Wait, why are they... Why are they shadow clone jutsuing? Stop! Wait, why are there 3? I thought I deleted one of them. Wait, they need to stop. Wait, stop. Stop. Wait, maybe if I delete the source and re-add it. Okay, delete source. Add. Wait, did it take? Add. Okay. How many Streamlabs do I have open? 1. Okay, I know what the problem is now. Wait. Biblically accurate Netherlings on screen. Biblically accurate. Okay, I see the problem now. I see the problem. I've got multiple sources in a folder. Okay, we can fix this. Okay, we're gonna just purge the... We're gonna purge them. Okay, we'll get rid of this one and only leave one. Okay, that's fixed it. There's no more. There's no Don't fix, just have the whole screen filled with Netherlings when it's like like what's that fucking like scene from the anime where the thing like bursts his head out and just goes, hey! More. Thank you, September. Thank you very much for the donuts. It looks messy but cute. Netherlings all over. 1,000,000% that's Netherlings all over. Messy but cute. Like, for real, messy but cute. Oh goodness. Okay, that's done it. One Punch Man found you. What's that anime, the dub, where the person's like, bye, hasta la vista. Birthday, bye, hasta la vista. The one with like the really bad dub, you know? You guys know the one because the clip came up on my timeline this morning when I was literally like making my morning coffee with the hasta la vista. Like, please, someone confirm that I'm not insane and you know what I'm talking about instead of being an old man waving his fist in the air. Please. Hasta la vista. Someone retweet that, please. There we go. September, thank you again for the dono. I fixed the Netherlings. Okay, well I fixed this Netherling. I fixed the thing. Okay, there is no September squad now. But like, thank you very much for the dono. Is it a girl? Say that. Yeah, it's the girl, and she like cartwheels away, and she like does the backflips. Thank you very much. We like the dub where it's like, bye, hasta la vista. And it's like the phantom. She's cartwheeling away. Wait, I know. Yeah, see? See, you know, I'm not insane. I'm not insane. I think she's wearing like a yellow tracksuit or something. There we go. There we go. And Brit, thank you for the super. They're just following proper etiquette, Netherling etiquette. If you encounter a Netherling in the wild and they nether stare at you, it's only polite to nether stare back at them. If you nether stare into the abyss never stares back. Like, oh. I keep waiting for like, okay, but I love how the Netherlings have become so comfy, chaotic, and powerful with the nether stare, honestly. Again, like, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. There is no amount, like, I swear, the nether stare has done more than any marketing has ever done. Any level of VTuber marketing could not have surpassed the nether stare, I swear. Like, it is the most, like, significant piece of marketing that has ever, like, graced, like, this company, I swear. Like, actual facts, the nether stare became a little meme on its own, and I love it. It is culturally significant. See if you can be like me and get a person of cultural significance visa for Europe, because they sometimes give those out if that happens, you know. I got one of those. I had a person of culture. I actually did manage to get a person of cultural significance visa, which is kind of crazy because they don't really like give those out. It's like an artist's visa. I got an artist's visa via being a creative of cultural significance, which is like, bruh, how the fuck did I manage that? Best scam of the decade. Oh, that's cute. And we elevate. There we go. Wait, I didn't do anything? Lies. The money sounds afraid of the nether stare. They fucking love it from what I've seen. Like, the Netherlings are just one of those things where it's like, when, you know, it's that classic thing of like, no one's 1,000,000% sure of how it works. It works. Let's not question it, you know? Like, they know you're squishy little guys. Oh, let's have, one of those. This feels like a little. You know what? Actually, I think this would look better if we even did this. Oh yeah, no, that feels nice. That feels like you're a little like a tavern to stop at after a long time on the road. You know? I like that. Perfect. squishy little guy. Squishy little guys. Squishy little guys. Yeah, Netherlings are squishy little guys. They're my squishy little terrors. I love them. Listen, they got the devil in them. That's why I adore them. Besides, they're a unique community of comfy, cozy chaos. Oh, I like that. Oh, I really like that. Wait, Netherlings, I really like that. Wait. That's really nice. If we raise this up, raise it up. 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 We don't need 2 banners. We'll take that, though. There, that's cute. They're baby jellies. Joke's on you, I'm the same texture. 50% vodka and poorly made jello shots. Drinks you, and drinks you, and drinks you, 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 drinks you. Bruh, if you're a jello shot, I'm drinking you. Don't even. I could do with a jello shot right now. Not even gonna lie. Like, hell yeah. Let's go. Nether shot. Let's go. Are they good? Yeah, they're mid as fuck, but they'll get you drunk. It's like when I went for drinks with Rizar and I was like, espresso martini. Espresso martini. Where is my espresso martini? I love a good espresso martini, though. Like, I don't know. Espresso martinis kind of feel like... Well, one, they make me feel fancy. But on top of that as well, right? They're just, like, really good for, you know, something to wake you up as you sip as well. Because it wakes you up and fucks you up, which is perfect. I don't know, I feel like I could distill jellies in alcohol. Like my little Netherlings in alcohol. And then just like drink you in a time of emergency. Wait. Yeah. The hasta la vista. Is it strong? I mean, it's vodka. Oh no, wait, espresso martini. What? I don't even know what's in a martini. I just drink it. Wait. Listen, I own the bar. I'm not the bartender, okay? Listen. Listen, I own the bar. I own the bar and I drink for free here. That's all I need to know. Who you hire as the bartender? I'll do the bartending shifts, but I'll pretend to know what I'm doing. When actually I'll be like, yeah, sure thing. You'll ask me for a cocktail and I'll immediately go into the back and Google how to make it. That's what I used to... Okay, that's what I used to do. I have zero training as a bartender, right? But I also used to bartend private parties when I was living in Texas. And I have no training. I know nothing about bartending, right? I know how to pour a pint. I worked in a pub long enough to know how to pour a pint. And I can make, like, ridiculously basic drinks. Like, oh, do you want a vodka and soda? You know? Or, like, you know, a vodka and Coke, right? So what I did was I got the private bartending gig. And I was like, I have no fucking clue on how to make any of these drinks. And, like, literally, the trick I pulled, right? The trick I pulled was the ones that are really hard to make that people ask for. Like a mojito or something like that, right? You make sure you don't have the ingredients for it. This is the pro tip for faking it. You make sure you don't have the ingredients, so then when they ask for the mojito, you can be like, I'm sorry, we don't have the ingredients on hand. Can I make you something else instead? do that, right? And they're like, yeah, sure, because again, it's a thing where like they're not mad at you. We can just be like, hey, sorry, we're out of this right now. Right? Easy, right? You just make sure you hide the ingredients for it, right? You say you don't have them. So then they order something that you do know how to make. And when someone like asks for, oh yeah, can I get like a something chaser? And I'm like, sure. Let me just quickly, clean up and I'll get straight up on that for you. And then you immediately like go take a step to the bathroom, Google how to make it, and then go, or you have your phone on the bar just like underneath you. Or you start having like, people trying to like buy you shots. And you're like, oh, I can't do, I can't, what's the word? When people like try and buy shots, it's like, work smart, not hard is basically Zanny. Yeah, because like, not even gonna lie. I'm gonna say something that's controversial to everyone, right? I'm gonna say something really, really controversial. Hard work does not always pay off. It does not always pay off. You have to put yourself in a position where you can work hard and actually enjoy the benefits of it, okay? Because a lot of the fucking industries that are made today are literally designed around the idea of tricking people into thinking that hard work pays off on every single level, when in reality, on the ground level, hard work will never pay off. On the second level up, hard work will pay off a little bit. Third level, hard work starts really paying off, right? You gotta work smart on those first two levels so you can get to the third level, so then you can start working hard, right? Like, the romanticization of like... Okay, I'm gonna use a fancy sentence here. Buckle up, buttercup, because we're gonna get fancy with it, okay? Here we go. The romanticization of self-deprivation, self-deprivation in a workplace, while at the same time holding the idea that you need to run yourself ragged in order to achieve things, is something that has been like a steady culture that's been deliberately enforced, okay? It's like it's a fake culture that's been created and like kind of like a bullshit narrative. It's fucking propaganda. Right? It's propaganda. It is. We can call it what it is, right? It's propaganda. Okay? Of course of course your bosses are going to say, work hard, like, work hard work pays off, and then, promote their nephew. Like, because they want you working hard, because you working hard is like essentially like free stuff for them, that's the way it works. So the trick is you work smart. You gotta be smarter than them, right? It's like the dude who made what was it? Okay, so I this is an example I got off of fucking Reddit, but I'm gonna use it because fuck it, right? So it wasn't an AI, but it was like a bot. It was like a basic program. Like literally he coded a basic program to do his data entry job for him. He coded that, right? Got a bot to do his data entry program, like job for him. And then he just sat on his ass, played video games, and then checked the results after they were done. And like had ridiculously high productivity and didn't fuck up, right? And he was like, you know what? I can coast on this. So he coasted on doing that for about like 8-9 months. Like, had great productivity, they loved it, right? And then he was like, okay, I've been doing this long enough, it feels morally wrong. I'm gonna go take this program to my bosses and be like, hey, I found this, we can use this to do stuff, right? So he takes the program to his bosses, and then they immediately lay him off and replace him with that program, right? Nah! You don't tell him, you keep that program and you have that bot do your work for you. Like, listen. You gotta keep on that level. Write this. When they lay you off and replace you with your own program. See? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's a well-known story. See? That's where you, like, let the bot do the work for you, right? That's where you... So this is where the dude fucked up. Okay, this is where the dude fucked up. This is where He shouldn't have said shit to them. Shouldn't have said a damn word to them, right? But, all right. What he should have done is instead of just letting the bot do the work, he should have taken a second job while the bot was doing his first job for him, right? And then he would have had 2 jobs, one of them done by the bot, one of them done by him, 2 separate incomes. And then he could have just coasted, right? Or maybe he should have taken multiple data entry jobs at multiple firms and then used the bot for all of them. He could have become a fucking kingpin if he'd played that right. Sell the bot to a competitor, right? It's crazy they want to be honest and how they thanked him, right? Living on the edge. Exactly. Got to go bigger each time. Bigger and better. Listen, okay? Zander, living on the edge, all right? The 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻, living on the edge. Right? That was living on the edge. My ass being like, these have to do well or your head's on it. You know? Like, yeah. You gotta live on the edge. Here we go. Let's add a little, like, pond somewhere as well. I feel like this place has a big river, but it needs a pond. Actually, we don't have very many flowers. That makes me sad. Perfect. Okay, I like that. Is this just a building game? Yep. It's like cozy. It's very cozy. It's cozy. Who'd have believed we've already been at this for almost 3 hours, right? Right. It's a pretty town. But just because things are pretty doesn't mean they don't have, you know, a little bit of sharpness to them. Just because, you know, just because a straight razor's wrapped in silk doesn't mean it doesn't still cut, you know? Look at Zander Netherbrand. I like hanging out with you, chat. Oh, that's a cute... That reads like a confession. Oh, that reads like a cute confession. I like hanging out with you, chat. You make my heart go doki doki. That face when Zander says you make my heart go doki doki, but he actually just gets heart palpitations. When Zander says you make my heart go doki doki, but it's just heart palpitations. Goodness. I'm not used to this version of Zanny. This is the version of Zanny. This is him. This is me. This is me full time. Wait, is this someone who's only used to soft Zanny? Wait. Did we find someone that's only... Oh, you poor sweet summer child. Oh. Imagine the poor sweet summer child that was just like there at debut and then suddenly wanders in now. I feel like they take psychic damage. Katie, confession rejected. No, I was teasing. No, I'm sorry, Katie Club, that's wasn't abstract. And Britt, Zanny, it was a sweet moment. Don't ruin it. I'm sorry, Britt. I was just teasing. Of course you love spending time with the... Listen, of course they love spending time with the chat. They're always here. I love seeing them. Feels like I missed seasons of character development. Yeah. No, I think it's the, like, you know, it's the classic one where, like, the character from season 1, like, loses their mind between season, like, 1 and 4, and now they're, like, a little... Think of... You know, I'm not even sure what to think of me as. I lost my mind between seasons, and now you're stuck with it. We need a confession stream. I need to find someone to drag on for a confession stream. I need to drag someone in front of me for a confession stream. I guess I have been making more friends lately. Who can I summon? Obviously, Father Harker could always make a return. Normal brand scares me. Bruh, normal brand scares me. What do you mean? Normal brand scares me. Get that man away. I'll have to see who I can harass. I'll have to see. Tee-hee-hee. I need someone who I can traumatize. I'll see who the Netherlings can traumatize. We'll let you play with someone and traumatize them soon. Don't worry. Nice. Suggestion from Lesfield, Nick. Oh yeah, Nick's riding solo now. I was actually speaking to Nick the other night. Well, I speak to Nick most nights, not gonna lie. It's got to the point where Nick is just that friend that I'm like constantly chatting to in the background. So, you know, that happened. Oh, hermit hut away from everyone else. Need one of those, aka where Zanny lives. There we go. Fred? Oh, yeah, I'm actually hanging out with Fred after this. I'm hanging out with Fred after the end of this stream, so just in a little bit. Because he wants me to... What does he want me to do? He wants me to... What does he want me to do? He wants me to listen to, like, one of his scripts for the next Down the Rabbit Hole, I believe. And, like, give him some feedback. So, fuck it, we vibe. Fuck it, we vibe. We vibe. We vibe. Oh. He's just a vibe. He's just like a good personal friend at this point, you know? Like, I don't know, I've made some pretty good personal friends out of VTubing. And I like that. You know? I really like that. You know, it's not something I really came into VTubing expecting or wanting to do, but at the same time, you know, I like the ones that I've picked up. I like the little strays that I've attracted. Let's add some more trees here. There we go. That's nice. A dense bit of foliage, and then. What we'll do is we'll run a secondary path along the back of here. Oh, I like that. Can we get a lantern here, actually? Oh. Oh, I like that. That feels nice. Oh, that's cute. And then that can lead to a little door here. And what we'll do is we'll have a little road, create some stairs, maybe. We can get away with it. So we'll make some stairs. I love the little trick that you can actually like size little houses down to essentially boxes to make stairs. I really love that. That's something that like is such a nice touch to me. Here we go. And sorry, I'm doing like the hard focus thing because I want to make sure the stairs are just in the right place. Make the eraser as small as possible. Just that one exact bit. Just that one. There. Oh, perfect. Oh, I did it perfect. And Kay, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you, Kay. Let's go. Look at that. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. Oh, look at that. That sits perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. Thank you, Kay. Let's go. Good work on the sniping, darling. Now we put one big window here. And now we'll put this here. Put the 2 double doors here. And now we'll just throw in a window or 2. I think this little cozy town is getting close to kind of being on the Dunsky part. Oh, we'll add in... that as well. That's nice. It's a nice little like house away from town. You know what? I think this person also has a fence. A lurker. A lurker. Lurker detected. You know what? Let's do that last bit of the fence again. There we go. And then add a little flower garden. Oh, that's too much. That's too much. That's not a flower garden. There we go. And add in a little door. Actually, don't add in a little door. Add in a little path. Ooh, okay, Netherlings. We're going to add in like a tiny path. Perfect. Oh, that's nice. And then we'll add 1, 2, put some flowers on there. Oh, okay. That's a lovely little home, though. Oh. Oh, welcome, welcome. Wait, do we have more people? Oh, welcome aboard. Kidnapping successful. Are you kidnapping people in chat again? Netherlings, are you kidnapping people in chat again? What are you doing, Netherlings? That's such a cute house. That's so cute. And a lot of new Netherlings. Like, you guys committing theft of people again. Aw, adorable. Alright, but we've made our shady little town, our cozy little place. And we've been going for about 3 hours now. And this has been a cozy little stream. So I reckon what we'll do is we'll build one last little bit of the town and then we'll start our wind down. What do you say? And Darla Bubbles, thank you very much for the 5 gifted members, darling. Lovely to see you again. Heck yeah. Also, by the way, I meant to ask, since we did, like, oh, Zaiju as well, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you. Big mwahs to both of you. Since I meant to ask earlier, are there any Netherlings here going to Anime Impulse? And, like, doing like, the things? Are there Netherlings here going to Anime Impulse? Is that a happening? Are there Netherlings here which do the thing? Nether do the thinglings? I'm going. Nice. Maybe. Wish I could go. Me. I'm going. I wish. Aw. It's all good. We all know this isn't going to be my last convention, of course. No, but I'm going to V-Expo. Ooh, maybe I'll see you there. Wait, yeah. I will probably see you there. Wait a minute, let's go. And nah, accept the souls. I mean, new jellies. Head pats, please. Yeah, of course. Like I've said, the Netherling thing is just like wandering up to me with either a kidnapped person or shinies and being like, I found this. Like just a tied up person being like, help. Just like, I found this thing. Thought you'd like it. Netherlings. Hey, I found your car keys. Netherlings, I don't drive. I found some car keys. And Regina, Aretha, thank you very much for the 5 gifted members, darling. Thank you very, very much. Cheers to you, Regina. Huge love to you. Oh, thank you, darling. Mwah. There you go. Heckin' sweetie. And Brit, a lot of new Netherlings were spotted today, so we need to initiate the new jelly sniping protocol. The protocols of new jelly sniping. Don't let them get away. Okay, I'll confess I am going to Anime Impulse. Teehee. Very nice. I saw that people snapped up Nayu's meet and greets as well. I kind of like look at that. Look at that. Like it's like I'm not even gonna lie. I kind of vibe with that. Like good on Nayu. Nayu's been doing really good. I'm really glad that Nayu's done that, honestly. Like I've been trying to help out Nayu where I can with some things, and I'm really proud that he's actually done what he's done. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna yap to too much, but like obviously I've tried to offer Nayu whatever advice I can when it comes to like him and his nebbies, and like honestly I'm just really glad that like, you know, because he's just been really good, and I feel like, you know, it's one of those things where I'm seeing his hard work pay off, and he does things in a very different way to me. Very different way, but at the same time there are also certain like commonalities I think that everyone can kind of apply, and you know, I really vibe with that. I think that he's done a very good job, and I definitely appreciate that. And Nori, thank you very much for the gifted membership. Thank you very much. Good sniping, Nori. Thank you, darling. And Krev, thank you for the gifted membership as well. Krev, author of the Nether Stare. Author of the Nether Stare. Creator of the sacred Nether Stare. Nayu's a sweetie. Yeah, Nayu's a sweetie. Nayu is the type of personality that I do really like, because Nayu is just someone who is very much like entrenched in like minding his own business, like keeping himself to himself, and then just like finding his own way, and I just really appreciate that, you know. I don't know what I'm building here, but it seems foolish. I do want to add like a little spire to this building though. Nothing crazy, but that's nice, you know? How long are you going to be streaming for? I don't know. Not too much longer. I just wanted to add like a few more little houses and then wind down for the day. You know, it was going to be a sleepy Sunday stream. So I figured that it might be really nice just to get to hang out with all of you and do something for like 3 hours. We've already been going 3 hours, and I normally like to keep my streams around that length just to keep the just to keep the VODs digestible. I try and keep them around that length. It's kind of a thing where like 3 to 4 hours is kind of my happy place when it comes to these, because I feel like, okay, so here's what I'm thinking, right? This is what I'm thinking. This is my thunks. This is how I think thunks. Okay? 1 hour 30 minutes is the average length of a movie. That's the average runtime of a Hollywood movie. So a VOD being 3 hours is the equivalent of like 2 movies, right? Now, I can do that. 2 movies or 1 TV show, or like binging one little series if the series is like 30 minutes, right? Then we assume the average Netflix show has about 45 minutes an episode. So that's about 3 episodes, or that's 2 episodes of a Netflix series. So 3 hours is about that's about 4 episodes, 4 to 5 episodes of a Netflix series, which is fine, because 4 to 5 episodes of a Netflix series, you'll get bored after that, you know? You can only sit there for like so long. So I like to have it in like digestible chunks where you can like be there, do something for X amount of time, and then be like, you know, and then done, right? Because then it doesn't feel like you're going forever. Plus, it gives a good length where, like, you can sit there, watch an hour, and if you need to go away and then come back, you're already a third of the way through. And it doesn't feel like you're, like, breaking pace to go away and come back. Whereas, like, if I was doing, like, 5 or 6 hour VODs, I feel like that would just be too long, and people wouldn't watch as much of them, you know? There would kind of just be, like, a thing where it would just be kind of hard, I guess, to sit there and like go through all of them. Of course, there are long VOD appreciators, and obviously I appreciate the long VOD appreciators as well. It's why I do the odd longer VOD at the same time, to just sort of add on that extra sense of like, oh, there is also long options. Like Cyberpunk yesterday was like 6 hours long, which like, you know, is a thing. I know in like the grand scheme of things, technically I do like lots of short 3-hour streams, but I think lots of short 3-hour streams work better than like a handful of really, really long streams. Because, like, again, a good long VOD is good every once in a while, which is why I liked Storytime Sundays, because that meant I could go for, like, 5 or 6 hours and have, like, 1 really long VOD a week, and then at the same time, I could have, like, 6 or 7 or 8, like, shorter 3-hour VODs a week, you know? But then I realized this approach kind of, on net, means that, like, I've spent more time streaming than if I just did the long VODs. So like by net choice, it's like, oh, wait a minute, he's done a lot. So I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Honestly, your short VODs took me a while to get used to. I'm like, no, I want to see more. Well, I know. I guess it's just my style. Because, like, you know, you see that when I come on streams, I run at, like, really high energy. And it's not like... Okay, let me put it this way. I'm gonna try and, like, articulate. I'm gonna try and be articlical. When I do streams, I always try and hit them with, like, a really high energy. I try and never come to streams being like, hi, everyone. Welcome to my stream today. I'm Zander, Netherbrand. You know, hope you're doing good. I want to hit this, like, perfect little energy level, this comfy, cozy, crazy, that, like, works, where I'm not, like, hitting the 𝔂𝓸𝓾𝓻 at, like, god damn, chat, god damn. Like, you know, like, no one wants to fucking, like, do that. That's not relaxing. That's, like, bro, that's, like, blowing your ears out. That's, like, you know, no one fucking wants that shit. So, like, or at least I don't. That's not where I see myself, right? So, save that cease, right? Cease, right? So, like, that's just not the energy where I see myself, you know? So, I'm kind of like, okay, you know, it is what it is. But, yeah, exactly. So, like, so I'm like, okay, if that's the way I am, I want to come in here and just be an absolute fucking beam of positivity. Like, I want to come in here and hit you guys with as much, like, energy and, like, lightness and, like, affection as I can, right? And just be like, you guys are gonna get, like, turned into a ball of fluff and mush. And I gotta keep it, like, high. I gotta be like, hey, let's go, you know? And obviously, like, it's a thing where, like, that's a sprint as opposed to, like, a marathon, you know? Because, like, it's like running really fast, but, like, doing it. Isn't it tiring to always be positive? Well, that's the thing, though. I always try and, like, hey, that time I was reincarnated as the Glizzy Lord. Thank you for the Glizzy. And for the 15 months. I'd watch a Zander Netherbrand hype stream as a joke. Yo, everyone, welcome to the ZSP house. How goes it? Welcome. We're doing a hype stream today. Let's go. Today, we're going to be doing some Warzone. That's right, a Warzone. Call of Duty Warzone. We're going to be doing that. Don't you understand? We're going to be running solos in Warzone. We're going to be running the new, what's it called? The sniper. The one. We're running Judgment, the new sniper Judgment on there. We're going to be making sure that there's going to be absolutely skibbity on God, like, you know, no cap. We are going to be making sure that we are going to be hitting some real numbers. And later on today, we are going to be joining the rest of the absolute Rizzlers. Okay, we're going to be bringing a streamer that's good at shooting games. Who plays the battle royales. Rioma Baron Water hit us with the absolute skibbity. Like, if I was like a hype streamer, I would want Rioma by my side because he's actually good at things. Yeah, he's good at battle royales. Like, I've tuned in on his stream where he's going, all right, guys, we're going to third party them. I'm like, the fuck? He's good at Apex. Yeah, he's like good at battle royale games. I don't understand them. I'm like, bro. Like, that's not your brand. Oh, I know it's not my brand. I've been very careful in, like, tailoring what I want specifically within, like, Club Netherbrand. Very much so, you know? How to unoshi someone? Sorry, darling, it's too late. You're stuck with this version of me. But no, I like being able to, like, do what I do. And it makes me feel good being able to do what I do. So, you know, this is just how I am. Yeah, it's just how I am. You know, I don't know how else to really put it. Huh. Wait, I'm being introspective for a hot minute. I think it's like, I like being able to bring that, like, level of energy, but also, like, I don't find it tiring being positive because of the fact that, like, there's so much to be positive about. Like, it's never the Netherlings that, like, use energy, if that makes sense. Like, seeing you guys doing streams with you guys never costs me any of my, like, energy. Never. Like, that's just the way I'm built, you know? Like I said, that's fine. It's all of the other stuff that, like, existence gives you that, like, that existence hands us is the thing that uses the energy, if that makes sense. Like, even if I, you know, had a bunch of stuff, you know, a bunch more commitments or a bunch more anything, I'd still be fine just doing whatever with you guys. Because, you know, it's just the way you guys are. I don't feel like, I don't know, I don't feel like there's an energy obligation to, like, do stuff with you. It's just sort of like, there. And hey, Britt, thank you for the super. OMG, I was low-key falling asleep and that woke me up. Hype Beast Zanny woke you up. My days. I'm so sorry. He won't be back. Don't worry. He's never coming back. It's okay. We're leaving him in 2006. You're all right. Oh, no. 2000 something. We're leaving him in a ditch somewhere is what I'm going to tell you, okay? He's dead. He's gone. Don't worry. What's that song from Sweeney Todd? No one ever harm you, not while I'm around. Demons will greet you with a smile for a while. I'll send them howling to their graves. I have ways. Demons will greet you with a smile. Wait, that's weirdly dark. Wait, I'm only realizing. Wait a minute, that's weirdly dark. Demons will greet you with a smile. For a while, I'll send them howling to their graves. I have ways. Like, wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait, that song's not romantic, it's weirdly dark. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait, Xander's having a facepalm moment. Wait, that song's not romantic, he's talking about killing people. Wait a minute, he's saying that if anyone hurts you, I have my ways of dealing with them. Wait a minute. And Jane, just wanted to tell you how much I appreciate your energy. It truly improves my days, my months, and my years. Tee-hee. Hey, that's what I'm here for. That's the whole point of Club Netherbrand, you know? It doesn't matter what I am, where I am, whether, you know, it doesn't matter. None of it matters, right? Like, whether... I could... Okay, how do I phrase this? I could be anyone, be anything, do anyone, do anything, do whatever, right? And the way I feel and the energy of Club Netherbrand, the energy of this place would always be the same because you're here, you're a part of it, you know? And like, we've been so careful building this together that it's something that doesn't just exist, it endures. And I love that, you know? Like, this is a place that endures and I enjoy, you know? Let's add some flowers here. There we go. I like that. And of course, a little flag. That's cute. That's like a little... Aw, as a casual watcher for a while, I genuinely do feel like you have one of the most positive relationships with your fan base. And they all seem lovely. They are. They're small but mighty, fighty, and bitey. Like, the Netherlings, you know how you are. Don't even deny you like to bite things. You do. You're bitey little Netherlings. You chomp. The little chompers. But... on that note, we have been going for about 3¼ hours, so I think this is a good point for us to start winding down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take us back over to the 2.0 Zatsu here, over to here, right? The lovely little place that we've built, and of course, say thank you all for coming out to today's stream. I have had a really, really lovely time, and of course, this has been just an absolute treat. So thank you all for spending time with me and doing what you do. This has been, like, lovely. And thank you for enjoying a little Cozy Sunday with me. Cozy Sunday is heckin' great. I love cozy little Sundays like this. They make me very, very happy, and fuck, well, we might do a Sleepy Sunday again sometime very, very soon. So thank you all once more. Now, I'm going to go head off, get some rest, and go tackle some other projects. So have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll be back again on Tuesday for our regular weekly coffee date. So sleep tight, and until then, I've been Zander Netherbrand. You have been my dear sweet Netherlings, and I'll see you all far sooner than you think. So with that, bye-bye for now. Mwah. See you in your dreams, my sweet mortals.